Good morning everyone. I am Ms. Rupa Chaugla from CTA Society's International Public School, Chikkodi. And I am very thankful to this Satyam TV channel because hosting live classes for children's. And here I am going to take class here the second chapter of 10th standard, that is acid, bases and salts. Before going to start this chapter, here you already know that acids and bases about some sour and bitter taste of food because of due to the presence of acids and bases present in them. And here let's discuss about what is meant by acids. And the first topic is acids. Here acids are, they have first one sour in taste. Sour in taste. And second one, these acids they give H plus ions when they dissolve in water. They give H plus ions when they dissolve in water or aqueous solution. And the third one is here the sour means the acid, it comes from a Latin word that is acidus. Acidus. The meaning of this acidus is sour. The meaning of this acidus is sour. This is about the acids. Here acidus means sour in taste. And here the next thing is the types of acids. Here the next thing is the types of acids. Types of acids. Here so many types are there. In that main types there are 4 types are there. In that first one, strong acids. Strong acids. Here strong acids means these are acids and they ionize completely in water. They ionize completely in water. Here so strong acids means these are acids and they ionize completely in water. Here for example of strong acids, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, and second one HCl, hydrochloric acid, and next one HNO3, that is nitric acid. These are the example for strong acids. And the second type is weak acids. Weak acids. Here weak acids are acids, they ionize partially in water. They ionize partially in water. They ionize partially in water. These are called weak acid. And here consider example acetic acid. First one acetic acid and next one lactic acid. These are the example for weak acids. And next third type is concentrated acids. Then the third type is concentrated acids. Here, the concentrated acids are acids. These contains high percentage of acid and less percent of water. Here, the concentrated acid means they contains high percent of acid and less percent of water. These are called concentrated acid. Here example like concentrated H2SO4. Here they mention like concentrated means it contains, sulfuric acid contains high amount of sulfuric acid and less amount of water. And second one, concentrated HCl, hydrochloric acid. It contains high percentage of HCl and the less percent of water. These are the concentrated acids. And next, fourth one, dilute acids. Dilute acids. These are the acids, they contain high percent of water plus less percent of acid. Here opposite of this concentrated acids, they contain high percent of water and less percent of acid. Here example, dilute H2SO4 means in the solution of H2SO4 it contains high amount of or high percent of water and the less percent of acid. The same dilute HCl, same dilute HNO3. These are the example for this dilute acid. This is about the acids and the types of acids. And the next point is bases. The next point is bases. Here, bases are substances, they are having bitter taste. Bitter taste. Bases are substances, they are having bitter taste, and when they dissolve in water, they give H- ions. When they dissolve in water, they give OH- ions. And here the terms red litmus to blue. Here the acids, they convert blue to red. Here opposite, they convert red litmus to blue litmus. This is about the properties are related to these bases. Here also the bases contains so many types. In that first one, strong bases. Here first type is strong bases. These are bases, they contain, these are bases when they dissolve in water, they completely ionize, same as acids. They ionize completely in water. They ionize completely in water. Here for example, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, and next one KOH, potassium hydroxide. These are the strong bases. And next one, weak bases. Weak bases. These are bases, they ionize partially in water. they ionize partially in water. Here the examples are NH4OH. NH4OH means the ammonium hydroxide. NH4OH. Here they give like OH minus ions here, and here also OH minus ions, but here they ionize completely in a strong basis. Here also it gives OH minus ion, but here it ionizes partially in water. This is about bases. And the next thing is salts. What are the salts and what are the properties of salts? How they form? Here next thing is salts. Salts, these are the compounds they form when the reaction between acids and bases. Here the salts are compounds they form when the reaction between acids and bases takes place. When acid and bases they react with each other, then they form salts. Here for example, NaCl, sodium chloride, and the second one KCl, potassium chloride. These are the example for salts. Means when acid and base they combine with each other and they react with each other and they form a new compound that is called salt, NaCl and KCl. Here it contains ions Na plus and Cl minus, K plus and Cl minus, like positive and negative ions. This is about the salts. And the next thing is, what are the indicators? You already know that these acids they gave blue litmus to red, and bases they gave red litmus to blue. And here what is mean by indicators? Indicators. Here indicators are nothing but these are the substances in which they change their colors for different compounds or solution. They change their colors. They change their color, sometimes smell also, like odor. These are substances that change their color or smell for different compounds or solutions. For example, different means for acids different, for bases different. Here the types of indicators. Types of indicators. Here three types of indicators are there. First one, natural indicators, and second one, synthetic indicators, and third one, olfactory indicators. That first one, natural indicators. Here name tells that natural indicators means these indicators are found naturally in the nature. That's why we are calling these are natural indicators. Here consider example, litmus. Here litmus is an natural indicator. And next one, red cabbage leaves extract. Here red cabbage leaves extract. And next one, turmeric. These are the example for natural indicators like litmus and red cabbage leaves extract. After extracting that leaves, it gives liquid form like different color. Red means it gives red color. Like some example, other example means rose petals, it gives pink color solution, then it means pink indicator. These are examples. And the second one, synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators, these are the indicators prepared by using chemicals. These are indicators prepared by using chemicals. Here for example, methyl orange, and next one, phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein indicator. These are the synthetic indicators. And here the next one is olfactory indicator. Olfactory indicator. Here olfactory indicators means these indicator changes their smells after they combine with acid or base. They changes their smell. They change their smell after they combine with acid and base. Okay students, this is about the indicators. Here the next topic is the chemical properties of these acids and bases. We already studied that what are the chemical and physical properties of substances. Here today we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of these acids and bases. Chemical properties of acids. Here, when acids reacts with different metals, metal carbonates, then they give different types of products. In that first one, reaction of metals with acids. Reaction of metals with acids. Here, when acids react with metals, they give salt plus hydrogen gas. Means evolution of hydrogen gas will takes place. Here the general equation is when metal reacts with acid. When metal is react with acid and it gives salt plus hydrogen gas, that is H2 gas. And here consider example. Here when Zn react with H2SO4. Here according to this basic equation, when metal react with acid and it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. Here consider zinc, it is an metal. When zinc is reacts with H2SO4, sulfuric acid, and it gives here ZnSO4 plus H2. Here Zn, it combines with SO4 and it forms ZnSO4 plus H2. This is called zinc sulfate. Here, this is about the example for reaction of metals with acids. Zinc, it combines or it reacts with H2SO4 and it gives ZnSO4, zinc sulfate. It is an salt and it gives H2, evolution of hydrogen gas. The next one, consider next example. When Zn reacts with 2HCl. Here metal is same, zinc, but the acid HCl, hydrochloric acid. When zinc reacts with HCl, it forms ZnCl2 plus. Here remaining 2H. It gives H2. Here, when Zn it combines with HCl, it forms ZnCl2. That is zinc chloride. This is the name of this compound, zinc chloride, and it evolves in hydrogen gas, that is H2. And take another example. When sodium reacts with HCl. Here, sodium reacts with HCl. Here, sodium is an metal and it is hydrochloric acid. Then it gives 2NaCl plus H2. Here, 2NaCl and H2. Here, according to the basic equation or general equation, when metal it reacts with acid and it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. When they react with or combine with any acids or any metal, they form salt. This is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. This is an salt, and the evolution of hydrogen gas takes place. This is about the reaction of metals with acid. And here next you consider the reaction of metals with bases. Here how the metals are reacts with base and what they form. Here the second point is reaction of metals with base. Here also the general formula or general equation of this reaction is when metal it reacts with base, it forms salt plus hydrogen gas. Here also same, when the metal reacts with base, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. Here consider metal zinc. It reacts with a base, that is NaOH. Here the zinc is an metal and it reacts with 2 moles of NaOH. Then it gives here. Then it gives Na2ZnO2 plus H2. Here it gives Na2 plus Zn and O2 remaining 2H. and the name of this compound is sodium zincate. Here 2 moles of NaOH. Here 2 sodium atoms are there and 2 oxygen and 2 hydrogens are there. When this zinc reacts with this sodium hydroxide, this is NaOH means sodium hydroxide. It is a strong base. When zinc reacts with the sodium hydroxide, it forms Na2Zn O2, sodium zincate, plus the evolution of hydrogen gas takes place. And here consider a second example. Here aluminium, it is also a metal. It reacts with 2 NaOH plus 2 H2O. Here aluminium 2 Al plus 2 NaOH. Here also sodium hydroxide and water. Then it gives here sodium and Al 2 Na and here 2 Al and next one O2, 2 Na and here 2 Al and next one 2 O, NaAlO2. This is sodium aluminate. The name of this compound is sodium aluminate plus the evolution of hydrogen gas, that is 2H2. Here 2 moles of aluminium, next 2 moles of NaOH plus 2 moles of water, then it form 2 NaAlO2. Here 2 Na, 2 Al and O2, then the remaining is 2 H2. This is about the examples of the reaction of metals with bases, the reaction of metals with acids and the reaction of metals with bases. These two are giving same metal, but here only the change is base. Instead of using acid, base, metal, acid, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas, and metal plus base, it gives salt plus hydrogen. This is about the reaction of metals with acids and bases. And here the next chemical property is reaction of acids with metal carbonate. Here the next reaction is the chemical properties, the reaction of acids with metallic carbonate, metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate. Here in that first one with metal carbonates. Here the general equation or formula of this reaction is acid plus metal carbonate, then it gives salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Here the basic formula equation of this reaction is the acid when it reacts with metal carbonate, sometimes metal hydrogen carbonate, both, it gives salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. It gives three products: salt plus carbon dioxide and plus water. Here consider an example, that is sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate. Here sodium is an metal and the CO3, this is the symbol of carbonate. When sodium carbonate reacts with acid, that is 2HCl, any acid, here we are considering HCl, then it gives salt. Here consider 2NaCl, sodium chloride, this is salt, sodium chloride plus CO2 plus H2. Here Na2Cl, 2Cl are there, 2Na, it becomes NaCl. And next one CO2, here CO2 and remaining one O, and here 2H, H2O. This is when acid reacts with metal carbonate and it gives salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. And here next one, when metal reacts with, here metal hydrogen carbonate, means hydrated, it contains water molecule, that is NaHCO3 plus 2HCl. Here the name of this compound is sodium hydrogen carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate, otherwise sodium bicarbonate. Here it contains two types of names. First one sodium bicarbonate, otherwise sodium hydrogen carbonate. When it reacts with HCl, then it gives Na, it gives NaCl and CO2 plus H2O. This is about the reaction when sodium bicarbonate reacts with HCl, it gives sodium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water. Dear student, this is about the chemical reactions with acids and bases, when they react with metals and when they react with metal carbonate. Here you already know that when acids react with metal carbonates, they give salt plus carbon dioxide and plus water. Here when acid, it reacts with metal carbonates, then they gave salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. This is about the reaction of metal carbonates with acids. And here what is the reaction between bases and metal carbonate? Here when bases, they react with metal carbonates. Here when the bases, they react with metal carbonate, then there is a no reaction. There is no reaction. Here when acid reacts with metal carbonates and they gave salt plus carbon dioxide plus water, but when metal carbonates, they react with base, there is a no reaction takes place. This is about the reaction of metal carbonates with acids and bases. And here the next topic is the reaction of acids and bases with each other. Reaction of acids and bases with each other. Here, when acids and bases react with each other, they nullifies their properties each other. They nullifies their properties each other. Here consider an example. When NaOH reacts with acid HCl. Here consider an example. NaOH react with acid. Here we already know that when acid and base react with each other, they nullifies their properties each other. Here consider, take 2 ml of sodium hydroxide in a test tube and add 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein indicator. Then the color of the sodium hydroxide changes like colorless to otherwise white to pink. When we add 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator, the sodium hydroxide white color changes to pink color. Then again you add 2 drops or 2 ml of HCl to this solution. 2 ml of HCl. Then again the pink color changes to white. Again the pink color turns to white color. Then again you add 2 ml of NaOH to this solution. Add 2 ml of NaOH solution to this solution and add 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator. What happens? Again the white color it changes to pink. Here, take 2 ml of NaOH and add 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator. It changes color white to pink. Then add 2 ml of HCl. It changes color pink to white again as it is. And next add 2 ml of NaOH and 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator. It again changes white to pink. And here, according to this, the acids and bases react with each other. It gives here general formula: acid plus base, it gives salt plus water. Here, an acid reacts with base, it gives salt plus water. Here consider sodium hydroxide reacts with HCl, then it gives salt, that is NaCl plus remaining H2O. Okay, this is about when acid and base reacts with each other, they nullifies their properties with each other and they form salt plus water. Here consider another example, KOH. It reacts with HCl, potassium hydroxide. It forms salt, that is KCl, potassium chloride plus water molecule, it is H2O. This is about when the acids and bases react with each other, and this reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. Because the properties are neutral. Neutral means equal. That's why this reaction is known as neutralization reaction. And here the next step is the reaction of metallic oxides with acids. The reaction of metallic oxides with acids. Here reactions of metallic oxides with acids. Here the general formula is metal oxide plus acid. Then it gives salt plus water. Salt plus water. When metal oxides, they react with acids and they form salt plus water. Here consider metal oxide, that is copper oxide. The name of this compound is copper oxide plus second one acid, HCl. It is hydrochloric acid. When copper oxide reacts with HCl, then it forms salt. Here CuCl2, copper chloride. The name of this compound is copper chloride plus remaining H2O. Here when copper oxide reacts with 2 moles of HCl, then it gives salt, copper chloride, CuCl2 plus water. This is about the reactions of metallic oxide with acids. They give metal oxide plus here acid. They react with each other and they give here salt plus water. And here the reaction between non-metallic oxides plus base. Reaction of non-metallic oxides with base. Reaction of non-metallic oxides with base. Here when the non-metallic oxides they react with base, here also they give salt plus water. Here non-metallic oxides plus base and they gave salt plus water. Here according to general equation, non-metallic oxides when they react with base and they give salt plus water, same as it is, salt plus water. And here consider an example. Here consider an example, calcium hydroxide. Here CaOH twice, calcium hydroxide. Here CaOH twice and it reacts with CO2, carbon dioxide, and it forms CaCO3 plus water. It forms CaCO3 plus water. Here the name of this compound is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate. Here CaOH twice. Here twice means 2 moles of oxygen and 2 moles of hydrogen, and it reacts with carbon dioxide and it gives calcium carbonate CaCO3 and water. This is about the reaction of non-metallic oxides with base. Here dear students, today we discussed about what are the acids and their properties, the types of acids, and next one bases, their types, their properties, and next one what are the indicators. And these indicators are classified as 3 types: natural indicators and synthetic indicators, and third one olfactory indicators. And next thing is the chemical properties or chemical reactions of acids and bases with other metals, metal carbonates. And next one, how the acids and bases react with each other and what they produce, means what are the products are obtained by these acids and bases. And this is the end of this session, and remaining next concept we'll discuss in next class. Okay, thank you, bye.
ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸತ್ಯಂ ವಾಹಿನಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನದ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನ ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಸತ್ಯಂ ಟಿವಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.